Good evening and welcome to Global Multimedia Online TV Trending Stories in the Northern Region. CAHsec unearth untold stories during their multi-stakeholders meeting in some mining communities, Dan Sokoya and Kefi Simera chiefdom in Tonkolili district. In an intensive dialogue engagement with key stakeholders, many untold, unreported and unscrupulous practices were noticed. This was during a strategic, educative and strengthening public awareness on UN guiding principles on businesses and human rights and empowerment of right holders to demand government accountability for their human rights committee for the community people residing in some of these communities CAHsec are operating. Are these mining communities doing more harm than good? I was part of this engagement and files in this report. Community Actions for Human Security is a community-based voluntary non-governmental organization based in Makeni that seeks to defend and protect human rights, justice and peace, and other related issues that borders around human rights violation and other forms of justices. As an organization, they are currently rolling out strengthening public awareness on UN guiding principles on business and human rights and empowerment of right holders to demand government accountability for their human rights commitments.
For strengthening public awareness on the UN guiding principles on business and human rights, and for empower the right holders them, and without them are the right holders them. Now the people and where they vote. The people and way they put in a power, now then are the right holders them. So for empower them, for many able demand government accountability for the human rights commitments them where government they make. And inside this UN guiding principles, it get key three principles. When are the first one say the principle for respect, what's are the respect? Now the people and human rights. The people and lives them. And the second principle, they talk about protection. They need for protect the people, protect the land, protect their properties. And the third principle inside the UN guiding principle on business and human rights, they tell we say the government, the state gets an obligation for providing remedy when there is conflict. And these now principles then when the UN General Assembly sit down and develop. And most of the multinational companies where they come, and also the one way just they grab promote they get money, they come to Africa, get land. But any reputable multinational company where they come, then they sign to them principles there. The principle for respect, for protect, and the remedy.
Here is Mabonto community, Simera chiefdom, where CAHsec is conducting training for community stakeholders, including community-based organization, World Development Committees on the United Nations Guiding Principles, National Related Laws, SGBV, Sexual Offences Act 2019, in which this project was funded by the United Nations Development Programme. As the dialogue keeps progressing, so the conversation keeps unearthing untold and unreported but sensitive issues.
Then we get the CDC. The CDC that this criminal business now. The Community Development Committee. It constitutes with people, but the people there are they tell them frankly that then gets the problems really in terms of this mining issues. True. Because now the people in this way directly they talk to the companies. Now the people in this way directly the company they listen to. In fact, in terms of if Nuna canonize and say come today, come on with that. These are the people for lead. Because they already know what are the conditions when they inside this mining agreement between Una and the mining company. So at the end, if they miss her, if not for Una your interest, as they miss her, I say, now this day, now this one for do. If you not agree, Una move.
If you go back to the new land policy where we get Nasalon 2015, you then find out say the landlord day, that particular policy day, it don't come for respect, but no say you will get the land. You forget that respect day. for recognize you for say, now you get this land, also for protect you for say, now you get this land. When they don't protect you, and that any decision whether they make about the land, you, when are the landowner, what's the landowner, the true landowner, you earn for it.
But who are to be blamed? Abubakar Jallo, a staunch human rights activist, digresses.
The bossman I talk about the community development fund. Can one then get a UCDA, community development action plans. But this, they need a disclosure to the people there. Now stakeholders then get contact with. And this trip the Kiwon, now 100% mining concession we don't get. This 100% then Seba by categories. Bumbuna, when I dance over get 30%. Of course, Mabonto get 20%. Sambaya Benugu get 20%. The rest will go to the honorables and others. But now, how did they do this money? This money now for we day for me to identify projects there. So, but again, they use we on how to get this money. How did they use we? Instead of them give we the money, then they tell me say on a write projects. And when you write projects, then go tell you say no, these projects are not correct. Then delay will not take the year around. That money they don't pour, they don't pour it. And I tell you now how then they save their money there. For water and sanitation, Bumbuna at 61 million. That is for water alone. Sambaya Bendugu they get 41 million. Again the cents there, I need to contain cents them there. Again Simiria where they get 41 million. The annual total of this now 144 million.
However, Peter Conte from CAHsec presented questions asked by community people during the engagement.
One of the stakeholders them, key stakeholders them, una for no, and for give una copies. So the people that they ask if you get a copy.
So start. I only know one company when I can always exist, when I get the agreement. They all know I took over my responsibility in 2018. August. So I know the talk about them here. In 2018, 19, I demand for the new company agreement. They not give me. Nothing. They are paying surface rent. They are the country. Take the chiefdom. Nobody knows can over anything to me. But say the next man, that is left, that is people, now what they go. Absolutely nothing. Well, I'm not there. Well, I have plenty of it. It goes to you. The million at the top. Yeah.
We are here for the community people. Accountability and transparency is a must, not an option. If not, we are taking them to the court of law. Mr. Conte of CAHsec stated. Global Multimedia Online TV, Idrissa Jewu reporting.
So sorry, something I want to talk. Why they mention them by the way they don't carry age, or I mention them and they don't carry age. Then you feel offended. But I know why people that feel offended. Please, this now for we now when they come up so even some of food, maybe I want to have some. I know they know. You can not pass 30 years and they go to 40 years. Now fine body no but me not to small girl again. I need for make a plan. I need for set up a record now this chiefdom so that me pick it up tomorrow when you can let me take good road, let you know say all the time of me mama be get good road. Me mama be get find a place. But if now this time they go on, it's difficult.
After so many interviews,
Lockdown could legally for Global Multimedia Online TV.